What's up guys, my name's Lloyd. Over the next 6 weeks I'll be following a push-pull legs routine. This is my push variation, focusing a little bit more on the shoulders. It does have a little bit of chest and triceps in there as well, but mainly shoulder base throughout this session. So for the first exercise we're focusing on strength and power, and we've opted for barbell cleans. So we're going to run the bar to the upper section of our knees, pulling it up your body, trying to drive the elbows underneath at the top and keeping your elbows nice and high. From there, again, running the bar nice and close down to the top section of your knees again before repeating. We're then moving on to the push press. So we're opting for a suicide grip, and this will allow to keep the elbows a little bit closer. Starting from the front rack position, drive up nice and explosive, locking your arms out at the top. With this, it's really important that you don't overarch the back, and if you find that you do struggle with lack of mobility, you can always alternate your stance for one leg behind the other. Next is an Arnie press. So we're starting with the dumbbells facing towards you, rotating your hands out, and then going in for a traditional shoulder press from that section of the movement. So from there, again, 4 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause at the bottom, and then nice and explosive on the way up to the top. So for lateral raises, it's really important that you lift your shoulders up, back, then down, so you're keeping your scapula held in place. We're not sitting bolt upright, we just want to be leaning ever so slightly further forward, trying to keep the same angle in your arm from the bottom to the top section of the movement. Now we're coming on to the chest section of the program. Here we're looking at decline press, so focusing on the lower section of our chest. So with the decline, we want to go hands the tiniest bit wider than a traditional bench press, as this recruits more pec activation. Then we're bringing the bar to the lower section of our chest before we power up to the top. We're then moving on to dips. You can do these assisted, or as you can see here, I'm going for weighted. I tend to put my thumbs on the outside section. This will allow me to keep my elbows a little bit narrower. Although it's a suicide grip, it will put more stress throughout my wrist, but I find it's a lot more comfortable on my shoulders. We then move on to skull crushers, again opting for a suicide grip, trying to keep the elbows nice and close. For these, I don't bring the bar down to my forehead as you lose tension off your triceps. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and bring the barbell behind the head, keeping your humerus, so your shoulder to your elbow, nice and fixed, and then locking your triceps out at the top. Then moving on to narrow press. You can do these as a superset if you was pushed for time. However, I opt for doing them singly on this session. Trying to keep the elbows nice and close again. This will allow the triceps to work harder and take a little bit off your chest. So this has been my variation of a push session. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a try. And if you want to see my other routines, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see more content, go check out my Instagram page at BodyByHit.